Welcome back to Close Shop Tabletop, the third best D&D show on YouTube, because Dimension 20's Fantasy High is breaking up, and so it's Critical Role. You join us again after our really long combat session. Super sorry. To As we return to our main heroes, who one of which is just covered in his own blood, and the rest of which are just sort of sitting there going like, we watched that and didn't participate, and we feel possibly kind of villainous.
No, we don't. If anything, we are annoyed that it was such a bad showing.
I would be insulted if you were annoyed by it.
I'm happy, as I doubled my money.
Yeah. So just whilst you're all congratulating Lelouch and saying like, yeah, you kind of got your ass kicked.
Like,
Ethan, your character walks up to the guy in charge of the gambling, who is just this really this dry man with pointy ears, white hair, like combed effortlessly, and a fancy suit going. And he says, I assume you're but he's wearing like goggles and stuff because he's a dry and they have like severe sunlight sensitivity, and he's like, I assume that I have to pay you now. I'm correct?
Yes.
And you gave me what? 10 copper pieces?
180 gold pieces.
Fine. So he takes the 180 gold pieces, and because the odds were in his favor, too. I hate you, Ethan. I hate how you capitalize on all of the things that I weren't expecting you to. 6, 1.
What's the brother for?
That's
I wonder whether a fifth will bet for this.
Ethan, you have now made 360 gold pieces. That's what you have now.
On top of
but
it
felt like you were a tad generous with the whole, doubling the odds thing, because, let's be honest, it was fairly clear-cut who was going to win.
Full
Yeah.
disclosure, I have no idea how gambling works. I'm making it up.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. To be fair, the last time Josh ran a gambling session, I got sold into slavery, so
Exactly.
Actually, yeah,
Okay, that was entirely your own fault.
This is you let Larry gamble your life. That was your own fault. Just for context, I run a Star Wars game for these guys, and G was playing Mandalorian. Larry was playing a gang, which robot cyborg bounty hunters, and they were playing poker, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to. So Louis had a walker that was bet by Jiwoo, and Jiwoo won the bet, but Louis was like, hey, that's my walker. What the hell, bro? So he's like, I'm going to bet Jiwoo into slavery for Gorgonzola the Hutt, who
Yeah, I forgot about Gorgonzola. Gorgonzola the Hutt.
It took me like 20
No. Gorgonzola the Hutt is an amazing name. Actually, no, we need to like recreate the entire Hutt family just with the names of cheese.
Yep.
No, do you not remember Pizza the Hut?
The Hut.
Pizza the Hut, Cheddar the Hut.
But that's not the point.
Stilton
It ended
the
up
Hut.
in a bar fight. It was mental. It was quite possibly one of the dumbest sessions I've ever ran, especially when the Tesco order with all of our food came just in the middle of it. So I was like, guys, 2 seconds, and had to remove bags into my house. But it was wild. So back to the non-Star Wars related game without Pizza the Hut and wild stuff. Everyone else is just sort of relaxing before they all have to go on the boat to Kirkmarl, the Goblin Island, where in which Jiwoo is going to either help lead an invasion force or, I don't know, mildly be irritated by an invasion force. So what is everyone doing?
Yeah, didn't we talk about how Jiwoo was like a terrible, like he fully made the point that like, oh yeah, I like have no idea how to do combat. Please don't let me be in charge of this invading army.
Yeah.
I only came here because Queen Margaret told me to send over an invading force. She did not tell me to be the general of said invading force.
Well, at the very least, you could be dropped off at Arcadiana and then like go to the Queen and go, yo, I need my money. I've done your job. At the very least, something along the lines of that.
Hey guys, you want to go to Arcadiana?
Nah.
We're getting fabulous prizes.
Money? Question mark? Magic items? Question mark?
No, not money. Our country is kind of broke.
Magic items?
Depends on what our DM decides to bless us with.
What's a DM?
So,
These
nothing.
are meta concepts your character wouldn't know. I'm sorry, the fourth wall? Where's that?
Yeah.
So yeah, so you guys all group around. Are you guys doing anything before you take the boat, or?
No, as we're working there, I just want to talk to Rory about music and stuff. Just want to find some things
Rory,
out.
don't you mean Kerry, the Dragonborn Bard?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I am very sure that it is Kerry and Terry I want to speak to.
Oh yes,
this
Kerry,
morning,
the Dragon
guys,
Ball Rod, and
this.
Terry, his cat.
So as my
He
familiar owlbear kind of just sits himself on my shoulder, I go up to Carriger. So you were saying about that most legendary song of legends you were trying to find?
Yeah, well, that's like my entire backstory, you know. It took me like a solid 30 seconds to come up with it, but yeah. So basically, deal is, legend has it, back in the ancient days. You see, I studied at the College of Valor. I learn about all these great heroes of ancient times in the songs that they have written about themselves, mostly. But yeah, there were two legendary bards, Cage and yes, JB and Cage, and they fought off a mighty demon using nothing but the power of music and the greatest song ever played.
Whilst you say this, a man walks up and is like, oh, I've heard of this song as well. I believe I heard a song. It was they were walking, and in the middle of the road shined the shiniest demon of all. They sent him right back to hell. It was the most powerful rock ballad age. Frightfully good song, isn't it, boy?
I'll admit I've never heard it because it's the song I'm looking for, mate. You must have nodded off about halfway through. Dealey's.
Sorry, you misunderstand me. I mean the plentiful tributes song. Tribute
Oh
upon
yes.
tribute.
Oh yes. I mean the tributes. They are definitely not the best song in the world, but they are a tribute to the best song in the world, which in turn makes them pretty decent songs. I'm not gonna
There's
lie.
one where it's just a guy going and he's just scatting the whole way through it. It's a good one.
I'll admit that one I could, that's a hit or miss for me. It depends on the mood I'm in.
It depends the mood you're in, really. I'm glad the song. And about it's just what this guy looks like. If you've ever seen the video for Second Wind by Billy Joel, he's just this man. He's just this old man in a trench coat with sunglasses on and a fedora, and you can't tell what he looks like because he's like basically the incognito mode guy in real life. He's old.
Yeah, so I sort of turn around to him. I go, "Stranger, who are you? What is your name?" You see, that song, it's very well known in the College of Valor in bardic circles, but beyond that, I can't say it's very well known.
I'm a man of many secrets, of many names, but you can call me Big John.
Big match, John Cena at the ready.
Would that be short for Johnson?
I was expecting anything but Big John.
I honestly wasn't expecting the name.
John, short
hey,
for Johnson.
Big John was my P7 play character back in P7.
See,
Okay,
he's just future G. Yes, Big John. That's definitely the name that God gave me, not like 5 seconds ago.
Every time Big John says
sorry,
anything,
sorry,
you
mate.
hear some background music going. Do 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 do.
I'm sorry, John Cena is not a character in our D&D campaign, especially whenever he's not like an old homeless man in a trench coat wearing sunglasses. Please.
Are you sure about that?
He looks exactly. Please note, he looks exactly.
Oh
like
my
Billy
God,
Joel,
you
but if
actual.
he looks exactly like Billy Joel, but if Billy Joel was old and also had a huge beard, so he doesn't look a lot like Billy Joel. Possibly modern day Billy Joel, maybe because he's a bit old now, but with a huge just a rocking beard, like a long Gandalf style one.
Oh, so he's like full on like Leland Sklar. Anyway,
basically, I don't know who that is.
oh yeah.
And he's just sort of going like, "And I come distant lands, not unlike yourself, and I also seek to find the song, contain it.
We'll
mate, distribute beyond the market."
Mate, you might want to back off because it's my song to find. I've worked long and hard for that song, and I'm not going to have some two-timer like you come along, steal it from me, or even worse, probably just make up their own song, parade it around as this magical, legendary finding. Yeah.
I'm not going to fight you. I had heard whispers of the wind. On
oh wait, you're not like a rival character. You're like a side character. Okay, right.
I'm a quest giver NPC, if we're going to be completely honest. But these are
okay. Now that we've established that, I'm willing to talk with you a bit more. Okay.
I heard a tale of it being of clues towards this song being hidden on an island close to here. It's one of the two ones. Honestly, hummingbird songs, the other accurate, you kind of have like a little bit of give or take. And he sort of pulls a map out just from inside his trench coat, and he's like, "Let me see, where's my map at?" And then he looks around. And he's like, "Yes, it's either it's somewhere near the Crum Sea. It's either Arcadianth, Kurgmal, or Keldon. It has clues
Well,
to the
that is oddly
That is really convenient, isn't it?
one of those 3 islands. It's as if the DM is just really trying his best or something. I don't know who's this DM guy. I'm making stuff up. I'm insane.
So, Kerry, this old man's saying that we should go either to Arcadiana or the other 2 islands whose name I've already forgotten. Go on, eh? We'll find the most legendary song of legends. It'll be great fun. And in the meantime, you can teach me how to play an instrument or something. It'll be great.
Wait a minute, I want to hear what else the quest-giving NPC has to say. You know, this kind of thing doesn't come round very often, and yeah, this man looks like we can antagonize him a bit more.
He looks at you, he's like, I was inspired greatly by your tunes in the unreleased episode.
Oh yeah,
And
I forgot
also,
about that one.
when you played Wonderwall exceptionally well.
No, he played Johnny Be Good.
Oh no, you played Johnny Be Good and Wonderwall.
My God, old man. I was drunk out of my mind and I remember better than you.
Shut the hell up, I'm old. I've got super Alzheimer's, leave me alone. Fantasy Alzheimer's, it's worse. He's like, he looks at you and he's like, you could be the one to find the song. Or it could have been that other guy. Or that other
Cool,
guy.
very vague,
Or
very
those
helpful.
4 guys with the mop tops. Could have been them.
Listen, Professor Connor, you don't have much to say here since you went on about the whole, you know, the song. Maybe the song is inside you type thing. I think
What
this
the hell's
kind
that
of, you
crap?
know.
What kind
Yeah,
of
what the
loser
hell is
is
that crap?
You know, Carrie, if at some point it turns out that the song really is inside you all along, I want some compensation.
He looks
No,
at you.
no,
He's
no,
like,
no, no, no.
Sorry, may I just point out that the
You
NPC
don't, you
just
don't,
looks at
you
exactly,
don't.
He's like, that's a load of bollocks. Shut the hell
You
up.
don't look inside yourself and create music from your emotions. You go online, you search up the tabs for like fucking Smoke on the Water, you know, 035. Just, you know, cut from a tree, put in the work. No more government subsidies for active bases. I'm sorry,
I
that's
have
a
no
reference.
idea what's going on here. I just wanted to talk about music, and now
Okay.
we're talking about lines and.
Alright, I believe you. The song will not be inside yourself. We will find the awesome, I don't know, piece or scroll
Basically, what I'm
or
saying
parchment.
what I'm saying is, sell your soul to the devil, but like the corporate devil, not
To
the
be
actual
fair,
devil. Him,
Well,
you have to. You
to be
have to
fair,
defeat by
Carrie,
prayer.
I will remind you that in the unreleased episode 3, a devil actually did turn up and try to get us to sell our souls to him. To which all of us said, maybe not.
What kind of price was he offering?
He was actually just offering us a job, which was kind of a shit deal, honestly, but you know.
Well, if you want, you can give him one of the cards just to look at, in case he's tempted. You're never going to use the card, are you, Stewie?
No, I'm already taken by Dionysus.
The devil gave you his business card.
Yeah, Kelth
He was really disappointed about the fact that no one wanted to take up his offer.
Do you want to make a deal with him?
I mean, he's sort of come and gone now. I'm not big into making deals with devils. I mean, I'm mostly about playing the tunes and banishing them via the tunes. So,
all right. So this NPC's like the NPC guy who's named Big John and possibly might come back up again, because if I have to name an NPC Big John, he's coming back. He's like,
okay.
The port. Take a boat. In one of those 3 islands, you'll find something. Probably. We don't know. Honestly, I'm making shit up as I go along.
I'm completely drunk, and to be honest, I've no idea what's happening. I just pissed myself.
My dear boy, you get it. Now, excuse me, I'm going to go defecate in the fountain. And he just sort of walks away, and he just sits in the front, and he's like, yep, doing this. The guards just walk up towards him. So are you guys going to head to the port now with renewed vigor, or doing something else?
Anyway, Carrie, so do you want to just hop on that ship and go to a random island? Teach me how to play the lyre or something while we're at it.
Listen, mate, I don't teach you how to play the lyre. You have to find it within yourself.
Fuck. You know what?
You have this all messed
I
up.
will, just to show it up your ass.
Show it up.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Okay, I feel
I
like
don't
we're
think
really
you do that,
grasping for
but
straws
okay.
here. Okay, we just walk on board the boat and stop it with this fucking conversation. Like,
So
it
you're
should
just
have ended
walking
like
along
50
in
minutes ago.
dead silence after Professor Conor Murray was really weird and had talked about butt stuff and I said to the ship, he's like, so Tordax was like, I assume I thought about your whole not being a good fighter thing, and I realized I'd made a critical error, possibly due to the minor loss of blood. And he points over to Luch again, amazing fight, and he goes, I could leave you off at Arcadianth and then pick up some troops and direct an attack on Kurgmarl from there if you want. You could get
Isn't that most convenient? We would love that.
Oddly convenient, almost like a lazily written plot.
Almost like there isn't a plot. I mean, honestly, any solution works for me. Anything works. Whatever you want.
We would love it if you would take us to Arcadianth and just kind of leave us there.
To never appear in the story again. All right, rat me out.
All right, so I head
So
over.
wait, how exactly is he? You guys convincing me and Ethan to come along?
Oh, you're just coming over because by the unwritten rules of D&D, you must come over.
The plot dictates it.
Magic weapons was the thing that you guys have kind of caught on to the idea of, that you might get some good loot from this.
So yeah, we're sort of on like a decently sized sailing ship, aren't we?
You're on a warship. We were talking like.
Oh, okay.
It's staffed by like loads of robots. They're just going around doing regular things. It's got like a.
Does the robots have Bruce Steele's logo plastered all over it?
Yes. Actually, roll me a quick perception check, or investigation, whatever's higher.
Per investigation
or perception, both work.
All right. 16.
16. You do see a couple of the steel logos, which is an S surrounded by the small like teal beside it, the word teal, and it's like no better quality anywhere. Wonder where that guy is. Possibly somewhere else. We don't know.
Simp.
Simp.
Yeah,
what?
Say what you want about the guy, but he knows how to fucking brand himself. That's marketing for you. Anyway, yeah. So I sort of
exceptional, and he like the robot lifts off what's like essentially just a sailor's hat to reveal the steel mark on his head. I got it as a tattoo. I am quite the fan of his work.
Okay, so I sort of head in. I find like the nearest sort of pile of cargo that I can see, just on top of the deck, and I sit down, and I take my cat and I lay it on my face, like sort of a, an eye covering, and I just sort of nod off to sleep.
All right, I'm assuming the rest of you are gonna do something similar or just chill.
I'm just gonna take his lyre and kind of practice.
Okay, so this is about a.
Whoa! No! I did not agree to this. I didn't. Okay, before I go to sleep.
Whoa. I chained my lyre to my body. I use it in my soul.
Let me
kill me.
let me remind you. I am asleep. My cat is definitely not asleep. My cat.
Meth addict cat.
You don't want to mess with my cat.
His cat can cast firebolts now. It's the new rule at 20th level.
Okay. I've got a level 20 cat.
Level 20 cat, like wizard that just casts it just casts instant death on you.
Damn it! If only if I had counterspell.
Oh no! Cast an amazing spell. Brain hemorrhage. You just die immediately. Your brain atrophies and you die. So as you do that for the first hour, the trip's pretty unmanageable. You're just sailing off from the city of Galjanar, just through the water. It's clear waters. You see, roll for an encounter here. Nada. You don't see much. You see the regular seagulls just sort of dive and swoop, and some dolphins just sort of flip and splash in the water. It's a very sunny day, so it's a very picturesque scene. And it turns to night, and it's another quiet ride. Nothing much happening. And the next morning,
as we sort of go along, I'm just sort of humming and playing little sailor shanties on my lyre.
And in the next morning, as you wake up, you are greeted by a chorus of yo ho, a pirate's life for me. You got me, hearties, yo. They all don't know the middle bit of the song, and it's just a
Yeah.
ruckus tune. As are you guys want to go investigate, or are you guys gonna sit in your cabins?
My owlbear and I are just gonna be chilling.
Rory,
Thing is,
you and
whenever you said, "Do you guys want to go to investigate?" you make the assumption I'm not there already.
yeah, I assume that.
I mean, no,
you're
like
just
the second they started singing, I was like, "What? A tune?" And I basically hopped up and I got in on that.
So you see across from your ship, just whilst you're grooving, you just notice that this isn't coming from your ship. It's coming from a ship just across the way. It's a similar warship, huge, covered in cannons. It's got a catapult just at the front, near where the mast is. But instead of like, and you see a couple of just regular pirates dancing along and grooving, and like about 37 skeletons just also doing the same thing. And a large half-orc man goes, "Here, this be the finest sea shanty yet, Scribbly Fibbler.
So
Where'd
yeah,
you come up
basically,
with this nonsense?"
I'm leaning over the rail of the ship, like screaming the lyrics along with them, and I know all the bits they know, and completely forgotten all the bits that they've also completely forgotten.
He's like, "Look over there! The Dragon Man's got the same idea as us. He doesn't even know half the song." And he's like, he sort of picks up off his boat and sort of pushes the plank down. "Come on over if you're interested, boyo. Or we'll come over. Honestly, it's not much of an issue." A lot of the robots are just looking at this in like sheer panic, and they've readied spears and stuff. And Torak comes out. It's like, "What the hell's all the
So basically, I sort of try and calm everybody down. I'm like, "Come on, Liz. I know you. Try and get it into your processes. These guys aren't threats. Do you really think a threat would come along singing half the song to which they know half the lyrics of? Everybody
honestly,
knows. Everybody knows
pretty-
a decent musician sings. They choose their strongest song, which means they probably know at least 90% of the lyrics."
Lelouch and Kai, what are you guys doing right now? Just to double check what you guys are.
I'm currently in my chambers dealing with some mail I got sent while in the city.
Yes. Oh, yes. You have. Did you send the letter for money, or have you not done that yet?
No, well, the first thing I did was I sent the package bearing the family insignia to my sister. Containing the skull head I got, the one that you all missed because the episode got deleted.
Yep.
Uh,
And
but I also received some mail from like my siblings and also my butler regarding the business I semi-abandoned.
the first one's from your butler, Sebas, and he's like, "My Ziberdania, hold him," and he's like, "It pleases me to know you are doing well. That the roads from home have not fraught you with peril. Um, the business is doing quite well. Anything that falls off the world tree is collected in our store and sold, and we've made quite the profits. Your sister is even offering to buy up stocks, to which I have refused. I already knew that you would say the same thing. However, if you change your mind, I will quite happily return. It's mostly just
Do
a
you
lot of like
specify
nice
which
wishes
sister?
from your butler. Your older sister, yes.
Oh, of course, absolutely not.
You got a letter from your brother, and it's like a fancy way of saying you suck. And another one from your sister, the fancy way of saying I'm gonna kill you. And then from your youngest sister, you sent your youngest sister the scone, didn't you?
What? Yeah.
And she says, and it's like thank you very much for the scone. Yes, I do hope you return home soon. We are quite missing you. Who's blowing into the mic?
That would be
Yeah,
June.
I didn't realize somebody was recording this during Hurricane fucking Katrina, but okay.
Yeah. Oh no, the Kraken boys. No, whoops, no. So I assume that's that. After you do that, what are you doing after that?
I'm probably writing up a few drafts to send back. Just thinking to myself, it's good to know they still care.
Yeah. Ethan, what are you doing?
Me? I want to roll an intimidation check to make them stop singing, so I can meditate in peace.
Okay, roll me. So this halfling just walks out, and he's going to try and stare down the pirate from across the way. I want you to try and roll an intimidation check because I've made this pirate whoop ass. So
Wait.
Oh,
Do
wait.
I notice? Do I notice that he's trying to do this?
roll me a perception check.
Wait,
Actually,
can I roll a
what's your
perception check
passive?
too?
Are you still in your room? Honestly, yeah,
No,
I
I
would
came out
also-
to listen. I've been smitten by this new thing called music for some reason.
Okay, roll Ethan. Roll me. Yeah, you guys. Okay, roll me perception. checks,
Perception
Jamie.
is charisma, isn't it?
I got an 18,
Okay,
Josh.
so I got a 10 on the perception
10.
check.
I got
You notice the halfling come out, and you don't know what he's doing.
18.
You know what the halfling is doing. You've seen him do this like 20 times before. And the captain, by the way, just
Oh,
did
for
conquer
God's sake,
intimidation.
Kai. All right. After Kai does his intimidation check, I'm going to try and convince him to not stop all these people
Ethan.
using facts and logic.
Ethan, sorry. Was it? You rolled a. What did you get? Sorry.
I rolled a 19, but because I have a -1 in intimidation and any other one to do with charisma,
18.
it's an 18. Yeah.
Important roll 5.
He doesn't. Don't waste your port. Don't waste your port and roll. Trust me.
No. This is not a waste of important roll. I'm gonna be
No.
honest.
Guys. I rolled like.
No, we will preserve good music.
I've beaten the 18. Don't waste the roll. Don't waste the roll. Okay.
No,
cool.
too late. They wasted it.
Okay, so you Ethan, you've got a 5. So as you try to intimidate yourself, you sort of slip and like steady yourself back up, and then you look scary. Whereas the captain, he just glares over at you, and you can just see literal fire. He's like, he is just crazy. Oh, what you trying to do there, lad? Hope it's not staring me down in my own front of my own crew. Here. And,
yeah, Kai.
you're taken
Stop
aback
trying
by
to
that.
intimidate people. Wait, why am I using Roy's voice?
And
Wait, was
And
that
then
supposed to be
proceed.
my voice?
To do this.
I apologize you for boarding your crew, but a man with an ear for music just as good as our wee bard on our ship, Scribbly, bound to have a few tunes in him. Hello there, Captain Flame Cage. And he reaches out a hand to shake your hand.
How you doing, mate? I am Kiri. This is Terry. I say, gesturing to my butt ugly cat. How are you doing, Captain Flame Cage?
I love it. And he looks at the cat and is like, that is the most horrifying cat I've ever seen in my life. I love it. What do you think? You got a ruckus crew. Yeah, it's a lovely cat, so terrifying. Oh, it's scared me now. From the crew, because they're all just going nuts. And he goes over to the wee. He's like, now I see the spirit of a true warrior in this wee man right here. And he walks over to Kai and he goes, tell me, what's got you so toasted up? Pirates or music?
Music.
All right. In that case, hit it, boys! And they all start doing the sea shanty version of "Take on Me." It's like, I don't know how that would work.
No. Let's not try and think through how it would work. Let's just realize it is working, and I'm joining in with everything I have.
Take on me.
Take on me. No. In fact, it's not even a sea shanty version. They just like the bard the bard magically turns his instrument into a guitar, and it's like the proper synth and everything. And it's like do 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 do, and they're all just like going nuts. As we
Wait,
do that,
okay, this means so much to me. I'm going to roll a performance check.
Go ahead. You'll be rolling with you know what? You're gonna get advantage because the small Shrift Neblin gnome is also doing the same thing, but on a pair of drums.
I just rolled 23, so like I really don't need the advantage.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do this Shrift Neblin's roll, and that's equally high, I think. Oh, he's got expertise in performance.
Josh, can I pick up
Yeah.
their captain?
Your pick. All right, do me
Straight
a
up.
favor. Do me a
Pick up their
Sorry.
captain.
You, a halfling, are trying to pick up him, a half orc.
Go ahead. No, give it a try. I will let him try.
Yeah. Hey, Josh.
Yeah?
Aspirate my astral arms.
Go ahead. No, good God, no.
Why? What did you get?
Tell me what you roll first, and I will
An
tell you what I got.
unnatural 20. I got a 17
You got a-
plus 3.
Nice. He
That's
got a
not
natural 20. So as you go to pick up the captain, he just sort of like plants his hand on your head and lifts you up, and he's like, "Oh, you're a feisty wee bugger here. Do you know what we do to feisty buggers in the plunder bus?" And he pushes
Josh.
you. He lifts.
Throw them overboard?
Oh
Josh.
no, he feeds them to the sharks, boyo. Which I
Josh.
guess through technicalities is throwing them overboard, but that's splitting hairs
Josh.
and semantics.
It
Josh,
feels like
are you
those two
telling me
things are kind of the same.
this
Shut the
half-orc
hell up, I'm a
pirate?
pirate. I don't have to follow your societal rules.
Josh, are you telling
Fair
me that
enough.
this pirate has arms that can reach an extra 5 feet?
Yes,
I
but
mean,
as
he
you
is a
try and do that,
half-orc.
he yoinks your astral. Okay, so you use your astral arms to try and do it, but he grabs your astral arm, yoinks it forwards, which isn't like theoretically possible, but he does it anyway because he's got a nat 20, and picks you up and dangles you over the boat from your astral arm, going, "Now are you going to behave now, or I'll have to feed you to the sharks," which is a entirely separate thing from throwing you overboard. I'll have you know that.
No, it
okay?
isn't.
I have to throw
Liz,
more
Liz,
people overboard today. I mean, feed
let's
them to the
not
sharks.
start arguments here. Let's not start arguments here. I say as
Um,
I'm sort of singing along and playing the lyre to take on the pirate shanty equivalent of "Take on Me."
Basically.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Now, hope we're all calm.
Josh,
Just want
can
to
I just
introduce myself to a fine bard who's got some fine music." And the small gnome that's jamming with you is like, "Oh, that's certainly a very good song there. May I ask you, where did you study you studied your barding at the
The College of Vela.
oh law yourself,
Yes, I know. Where have you studied, wee men?
College of Law, honestly. There's not a lot of colleges down in the Schwerfnebben colonies, but I decided I would move up to the surface world and accidentally ran into pirates. And to be honest, I was kind of scared at first, but the captain's a great guy. I think they have a priest on the boat, which is weird because we have so many undead. It's quite frankly scary. It's you
Well,
look at
these
it and you're
guys,
like, oh god, 20 skeletons. But then you find out one
these
of the
guys.
skeletons is a regular guy named Todd. Like they're all very normal
I
people.
imagine he's a regular guy named Todd. Apart from the fact that he is a regular guy named Todd who is dead and a skeleton.
Well, technically he's Todd 1, and he points over to a living human. He's like, that's Todd 2.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah.
Original Todd was a really nice guy, but then he got lit in fire and then turned into Todd 2, Todd 1, and then Todd 2 came along. It just happened to be called Todd, and it was just sort of like, oh, Todd 1, Todd 2. It's pretty funny.
Do you have like a rotational system of Todds upon which every new Todd added to the crew achieves a new number, or
Technically, we have
what is
three
your
Todds.
policy?
One's called Ancient Todd, and his bones are all yellow. One's called Todd, and his bones are all plain and white. And then we have Todd, which is just a regular guy. And then there's gonna hello from the boat.
Hello, Todd.
Well-
It's weird that the skeletons are singing just as well as us. I mean, they don't have any vocal like system, and they're just jamming.
I like what you're playing, Music Man, and I would like to talk with you more.
Oh, that's certainly fine. I'm assuming our boats have stopped because if we had to continue both at the same pace without a captain at the front of our wheel and your captain down here, I'm pretty sure we would die. Or I'd be lost on the wrong ship, and all the pirate skeletons would eat the regular people, despite the fact that they don't actually need, nutrition, just to be dicks. And we'd run out of people, and I'd have to go back to the ship with a bunch of dead dudes. It'd be very sad. So I'm assuming both of our ships have stopped, and we're just jamming now, aren't we?
DM, are both the ships stopped? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, they are both stopped. I just thought I would raise that concern in my head.
Wait,
Highly
just to say,
unlikely to
is it like
stop
a
a ship in
singular
open
ship?
water.
Is it like a
Their
singular
ship
ship
is
or like?
also a warship, but it's a warship that's just. It looks like they've been using it for too long, and they've just had to continuously fix it. It's got like metal welded into place and with a bunch of different colors, and a giant pirate flag on the front of it, along with the catapults and cannons.
Has it got a spoiler?
It 100% has a spoiler.
It's got a big wang.
What?
Wait, what?
It's got a big wang.
Man,
Let's
let's
not
not
ask what he means by that.
Boats are all she's. Okay. It's just a rule of the sea. As we've heard.
No, I meant like a rear wing, but okay, whatever you're thinking.
No,
Oh.
that's
So
not
anyway.
what you said, but okay.
I turn around.
So
I turn around to the
as you
captain.
jam, like, you see it.
Yeah, I turn around to the captain. I sort of ask, "So, mate, what's your name? What brings you here upon the sea?" I sort of
Well,
feel stupid as I ask this because I'm like, I obviously know that he's a pirate. Just looking at him.
Well, I be Captain Flamecage, writer of the pirate code and the original pirate to sail the seas. I've lived 1,100 years, and I will live till piracy becomes a small mediocrity done by idiots who want to pirate
1,100
beauties.
years, mate. I wouldn't put you past 30.
Oh, you sweet talker, you. No, I'm not original. I'm from another place.
And this is how
I met
Rory
your
got
father.
married to the pirates.
In fact, the reason I'm here is to do with this ferry boat, you see, she has a secret weapon many would know about. Because you think, maybe it's the catapult, maybe it's the cannons, maybe it's the 20-something skeleton. No.
Well, I'd assume by the word secret, it would not be anything evidently available on the deck, which sort of rules out the catapult and the cannon and the skeletons.
Honestly, why are you a bard when you make such a fine pirate? Yarr!
And he's like,
No, it's a secret one.
and Tordak just comes over and he's like, I have no idea why we did with this guy. He didn't attack our lands because I feel that take him. And he's just sort of thinking that. He's just sighing. He's like, dear God.
Like you can see, he's just like visibly done with our shit.
He's like.
He was visibly done with their shit in episode 1.
He's done. He exists as a permanent being, and he's just sort of like. Whereas he's like,
Tordak, my boy, who I'm not actually the parental figure of, despite the fact of us both being half-orcs. How are you, Ben? Haven't seen you since I signed that treaty way back when you started.
yeah, fine. Really hoping that when I these out of the small black people, anything I could. Not you. Giant sharks, sharkadiles, sharktopuses, anything, but just not. He's genuinely like upset at this. He's just like, of all people, this must.
But not even like upset, just kind of like mildly depressed. He's like, God, why am I doing this?
He has like the just the emotional range right now of a dad who's got like a cripplingly sad divorce, and it's just like dealing with his new life, but like on a ship talking to pirates. That exact same emotion just transfixed onto that, and he's like,
Okay, right.
This man is the epitome of I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
yeah, essentially he's just that the whole series, and he's like,
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
he is-
go up. I haven't attacked any of your boats. The other countries possible, but none of yours.
that's good to hear. If you didn't, it would be in violation of a treaty that allows you to continue pirating, more accurately, privateering, in aid of our government, wherein which it would continue to allow you to exist as an eternal being of piracy.
I'd say, aye, right. I'll exist as pirate as long as pirating exists, and I'll exist as it becomes an art form for idiot children to steal movies off the internet. A thing that you don't understand, but I do. Having sailed thousands of worlds in the great cosmos of eternity. Har!
And he's just going and saying a bunch of crap that none of you understand.
Yeah, at this point we're all like, what the fuck?
This series has just made less and less
as you
canonical
say
sense.
that-
Can we just casually stroll off the ship now since it's stopped and also this pirate man is going batshit?
Are you going to stroll onto his ship or back to your own one?
Wait, we swapped ships?
Okay, so you're still on your
No,
ship. If you stroll off the ship at this point, you go into water. You're just stopped. It's kind of like you park.
You see,
in the
we
middle of the road, but
somehow
it's up in the sea.
miraculously managed to park and remained unmoving in a sea full of moving waves. Just ignore that.
Yep.
It's called
'Cause,
an
like,
anchor.
That works.
We're far
It's
too
called
out in
lazy
sea for
running,
to have a
you have
long
to
enough
ignore it and
anchor.
move on.
All right, yeah, come on, let's just keep this moving. Come on, plot. Hit us with the plot,
Well,
Josh.
So as he's just going a bit nuts, a small like a normal looking human man with sort of like brown, like a dirty blonde hair comes out. And he's like, oh god, not again. Captain, fear we may have lost track of the plunder, and you may have quite possibly gotten distracted. And he's like,
Oh, Stephen, you're right. I may indeed have. I may indeed have.
and so as you notice, this guy walks forward. He's wearing a holy symbol on his neck. Do any of you want to make a religion check to try and figure out which god this is, or do you?
Sure, I'll do that.
Sure, I'll do it. Find what religion
religion.
is.
13.
13? Ethan?
That's 17.
Nice. So with the 13, you recognize that as a god of the Brickery Court, Mask. But you're not quite sure what exactly his domain is. Like, well, you know his domain, but you don't know his exact godship. Whereas Ethan, you know exactly. This is Mask, god of thieves. Scourge to people who make honest living. It's kind of basically the equivalent of a pirate god at this point.
Called.
So he's like, right, we're going to take. He looks over and he's like, we're going to take Scribbly. We're going to get the rest of the pirates to come over here. John, Todd 2, David, Knife Knuckles Norbert, and some of the skeletons. Plunderjaw, Scatterbrain, Todd 1, Tiny, definitely not Tiny, and Half Skull. We're going to walk over to our ship. And he's like,
You forgot Todd 2 in Todd 3. Don't leave anybody
No,
out,
he
guys.
did mention
Oh,
Todd
yeah,
2
I
at the
think I don't
beginning, but he
know my
did definitely
crew.
forget
There's
Todd
no
3 and
Todd
Todd
3.
4 as well. What about Todd 4's rights?
Todd 4 doesn't exist yet. There's only 3 Todds in our crew, and only 2 of them.
Are you saying that Todd 4 has no rights?
Todd 4 does not technically exist in the crew, and thusly has no rights. As an example of it. I feel like you're being a bit too specific on the Todds, and you noticed none of the other names. I feel sad because all the skeletons probably had normal names. You've given them these new names, so they never forgot. And now you.
Anyway, lads. What brings you out here? I understood you're pirating, being pirates, all.
I was looking for something to do, something to plunder. A score I could find.
Okay.
You just look for something.
Is there any more plot than that, or are we just gonna work with this? Okay.
I've heard a treasure near Arcadia.
A treasure?
Ooh, what sorts of treasure?
We don't know yet. A map to it.
You don't know. Oh, that's very convenient.
It's called buried treasure for a reason, boy. It's buried and unknown. Adventure.
Well, how'd you hear about this? Have you got a map? Have you got a...
I just showed you the map. He pulls out a map and he's like, this. And he's like, this one right here. See the one with the big X on it there. And he goes to another map and like, on this map, exactly where this is, it's Arcadia. You see the mix up, and he holds the map and he's like, this one. And then Steve's like, yes, it is on. Oh, correct. Yes, we are indeed looking for treasure, Arcadia. We're rumored that there is quite a lot. Quite frankly, my deity needs appeased with stolen goods.
All right.
We're always looking for help if you are in. Who's
We'll-
playing that instrument where you scrape the stick along the bumpy thing in the background? Sounds like it. It's quite exceptional that you made the sound of an instrument with a microphone. That's out of character, by the way. I just heard that and it's a weird noise. No, but he's like, if you're more than interested, we would love to have anyone out in our crew.
Well, as it so happens, looks like we are heading over to Arcadia. You know?
Like divine intervention. Quite frankly.
Well, how convenient.
And like,
Oh, this is very convenient.
Oh, we are.
Right?
Life is nothing but a series of dice rolls in an infinite cosmic blackness. We sleep for years without knowing it. Awake in a world of no control of our own. It's madness. Madness. Arr.
Alright, we're getting true meta here. I'm gonna have like an existential crisis. Can we please not?
Rory in real life just has Rory roll for a panic attack for his extra 10 seconds.
Yeah, wait. Am I rolling for a panic attack? Okay, panic attack check. Oh, it's not one. Wait, is that a good or a bad thing? Oh god, wait.
Instantly
You
Have I
die.
feel
failed
panic
or
attack.
Worry. You die of worry. So as he's like,
okay, thanks.
as he starts just explaining how about all of his dice things, like, yes, that is also possible. Or there are divine powers that were trying to make us all a little bit richer. Am I right, boys?
Well,
Am I
there's
right?
no wealth.
Wow, that's a
There-
silence.
There is
That
no
is
wealth
after
in
fun.
life greater than the wealth of music, which we can play.
I can't buy rum with music. I'm a functioning alcoholic.
I mean, you can't buy rum, I'll admit, with music, because music is not, it has no monetary value.
It's not
But
a
you can
currency. I can't
convince
go to the bank
people-
and ask for some music, you know? Like, what's
But
even with the currency?
via
be?
music...
Is it a
Wait.
beacon or like a snack?
Listen here, mate. Via music, as I have displayed previously, we can get people drunk and then convince them to buy us drinks. by extension, buying drinks with music.
He sort of ponders a bit. I want you to make a
I'll admit
persuasion
that
check. Make me a
that was
persuasion
really
check.
fucking. That was a really weak logic, but I'm just gonna
Weak
stick with
logic,
it.
but make me a
Okay.
persuasion check anyway. And he's going to make an insight check against that. Go ahead. Oh, the winds are
Give
strong.
me a sec here. Okay, I got a 21.
Hmm.
21.
He got a 6, so he
Two.
immediately believes. He's like, I've never thought.
I've never
Perhaps I
thought
should
of it that
abandon-
way.
Perhaps I should
Yeah.
abandon mask and become a cleric of music. Such a thing exists. Does it? Honestly, I'll do my research on this. I'm actually quite interested. And he
Listen,
sort of
mate, I'm not
jogs
gonna
on,
say there's
and
a.
Scribbly Fibbler
I'm-
comes back and he's like, oh yes, we are still ever looking for some assistance. Let me scout ahead for us and ensure to us that we will not die. As much as we love the skeletons, we are starting to notice that the skeletons are slowly beginning to outnumber the living humans. I mean, the ratio is good now, with 30-20, but if any more people die, it will be more like 30-20 to the opposite. And as much as we love the skeletons, we'd rather not have people shuffle off this mortal coil and into the fiery pits of Acheron just yet. You know?
Yeah, I can agree
Well,
with you
I don't
there.
understand. What's the big problem with having too many skeletons on the ship?
It means a lot of people have
They're
died.
unreliable. They're
Well,
unreliable.
here's the thing with
I had
skeletons.
run into
They are
skeletons.
dead.
I-
The brilliant thing about having skeletons as employment is that you don't actually have to pay them, or give
No,
them
no, no, no.
benefits,
I
or
mean,
You're
technically,
seeing this
that's
the
the
wrong
rules.
way, mate.
They're pirates. They don't get paid at all. We live off the land,
Yeah.
stealing other boats and occasionally
Your thing is,
blowing up
they're
leprosy
getting.
ships. Venting this.
who pays for their healthcare then?
They're
Well,
fucking
healthcare
skeletons. They're
professionals
already
getting
dead.
paid
What
for.
do you think's going on?
My point is, if you have skeletons, you don't have to pay healthcare for them. But if you have humans, you have to pay healthcare for them,
And again,
where they
again, the
inevitably
pirate
get
walks up to you like,
scurvy due to vitamin D
Are we bringing back?
deficiency
Are
or
we bringing
whatever.
back in the life
We're not
insurance
bringing
plot?
real world logic into this, boy.
Wait, are
You're
we
thinking
going to
too
start
heavily
a
about the
life
real world
insurance salesman
implications
type
of
plot?
skeleton army.
and he looks over and he's like,
The real point of it, I don't want to have to continuously pay a lot of. Like, what are they going to do with it? Nothing. Exist. Nothing.
I just think you'll get more recruits if you
I
start.
feel like most people have the opposite reaction to skeletons. You know, if I see a skeleton, I think, oh, that's my friend.
Well,
But
we'll
if
just
normal
start an
people,
advertising campaign.
they're like,
All you need to
no,
do is
someone-
market the skeletons as friendly creatures who will help you in everything you need.
Again, skeletons are seen as dark necromantic magic, and even I, as a humble seaman,
no, that's the wrong choice of words.
that's a very poor choice. Okay, that's a poor choice of words. You know what I mean? Skeletons are dark necromantic magic. Quite scarifying. They're normal folk.
Well,
Except for
just
me,
give it
I'm
a bit of a makeover.
I am. This is just out of character. This is really killing my throat to do the pirate voice, but I really enjoy it. This is
guys. I'm sort of
it's what's
thinking
called
here.
pain.
I'm sort of thinking here. There's nothing that is achieved by this whole fucking how are you going to market skeletons to a living crew plot. I think this conversation is stupid in that we should continue with the story. Let's get it moving, lads.
I feel like you're bringing a lot of metaphysical concepts into our just normal conversation.
Well, no, I'm a
Okay.
bard,
You're
and
more
by
than
bard,
welcome to join
I'm a bard from the College of Vela. To me, life is but one great story with an overarching plot and many side plots.
That
And
feels
so,
like you're trying to
it is
make
not-
us to
it is
accidentally
not
break the
inherent-
fourth wall there, boy.
It is not inherently out of character, being like the character that I am. It is not inherently out of character to think of life in that style, because oh god, I'm really fucking pushing it here.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. He's just gonna go like,
Right, look, before you have some sort of existential meta-crisis stroke, I'm gonna
Again,
say,
I've already
want
rolled
to
a nat.
join this?
I've already rolled a nat 1 on the panic attack check. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Would you like to join our crew? Could do some pirating, legal pirating, more accurately privateering, but going to be completely honest, soul of it is still pirating.
Well, mate,
What sort of
as
things
much
would
as
we be
I would
getting?
love to,
He looks at the halfling like, you're a quiet boy who speaks up whenever it's necessary. I like that, don't you? What would you be getting? Maybe some gold, whatever you find along. I don't know. It's an ancient treasure, as old as the day when the demons walked the earth and shined across them.
That was really quiet, and I thought that would like attract some attention to anything. But
To be honest, at this point, I'm just trying not to speak over other people in the call.
that's fair. It's
Cool.
really hard.
I'm in.
Ethan, you're gonna reply to that? I don't know.
I'm in. I'm in.
Oh, okay.
1 out of
That was
4,
quick.
or maybe 5.
Um,
What about you, Dragon Man, and your fancy music?
I must say, mate, I get along well with you. I think you're a decent lad. But my good friend here, Connor Murray, who I met literally yesterday, I'm with him on his potentially country-saving plot. You see, he is in a predicament, or at least his countrymen are, in that they have decided to enter into an invasion which they know full well they cannot win. So that has provoked.
Yeah. Pretty much what has happened. Is pretty well. Our dear Queen Margaret has decided that, our country isn't big enough, so we're going to invade a goblin island. Yeah, that will go brilliantly, said Queen Margaret when she invaded the goblin island. And it failed. It did not work out well. It worked out so badly, in fact, that the goblins are trying to raise a counteroffensive, and they may or may not invade our country as we speak.
So you're
Which is why I'm here.
Quell these do-gooders, do some island pirating.
No. I was just thinking.
Your country's pirating.
Goblins possess a lot of wealth and money and plunder.
he looks at you. He's like,
The greatest plunder of all is to expand one's natural territory into another.
And wouldn't you love to expand one's territory? To help us?
I was going to make a sexual joke, as it would seem like a private opportunity. But quite frankly, I would be quite interested in fighting some goblins. Wouldn't you, boyo?
and he goes to the crew, and the crew go,
Yeah! Goblin fighting!
and he's like,
You say, an extra bit of help. Maybe a wee distraction on the way. And then maybe I'll take you around to where I found treasure. Well, not found the treasure, but seek to find the treasure. More like a quid pro quo. How do you feel?
So the quid pro quo is.
I may not be using the word correctly, but I think I mean more. I'll help you with your wee island, but you'll help me with my pirate.
Hooray! The plot is progressing. Okay.
How exactly do you expect me to help with your pirating? I'm just.
Have you ever heard the phrase "canary in a coal mine"?
No, I would love to know though.
See, what you do is when you go coal mining, like me dear old pa back.
As you do when you're a pirate.
As you do when you're a pirate and you're coal mining, and they're two very similar.
All those coal mines out at sea.
Me pa was a coal mining pirate himself. A great man, an orc by the name of. I hadn't remember his name actually now.
Wow, that's a very complicated name.
I haven't thought about me dad in many years. He died from the black lung of the coal mines in the sea. But that's not important right now. What is important is a canary. You bring a canary to the coal mines, and when you know it's too dangerous to breathe, the canary snuffs it, and then you go, maybe I shouldn't go too much further because the canary has died. That's what a canary in a coal mine is. Boy.
So, you want me to
Listen, mate, if your pa
magic
told
you a
that's
canary?
If your
I want you to
pa
go
told
first.
you that's how canaries and coal mines work, then I think it might have been his own fault that he knocked himself off.
To be fair,
I think
the black
there was a
lung-
fault in his logic there.
To be fair, he mostly went down to coal mines to do loads of cocaine, which probably is how he got the black lung. He thought cocaine.
That sounds about right.
He was like, "Hey, this coal is much better than coal. Hey, this coal is much." Cocaine, lad. Dad, you're giving a child cocaine.
Cocaine?
Cocaine, yes, cocaine, like from the coca plant. Oh, I got your joke now. Coal cane. That's awful. I don't really understand why you would make such a joke about my dad's persistent drug problem that caused his death. I missed you, pa.
And he takes his hat off,
I-
and all the rest
I
of
know
the
you're
crew do
just-
the same thing.
I know you're just freestyling here, but I mean, what the? Okay, I mean, I love it so much, but this is dumb even
This is
for
how you
you.
DM. You make crap up on the fly.
Ah, my mother was the same. She was a coal mining seamstress.
Oh, okay. So, you want me to sing canary songs, and I'll sing canary songs. It's great.
I'm going to be honest with you, boy. For a wizard, you're mighty stupid. And he
I
goes,
don't
"Like,
understand.
I'm pretty sure you understood me metaphor, do ya? Don't ya? You there, halfling boy, don't ya?
No, not a clue. You lost me halfway through it.
Dragon man, of course you have understood me metaphor. Dead dads and canaries and coal mines.
From an artistic point of view, I would say yes. From a logical point of view, I think you've had a bit too much rum today, mate.
Do you
There's never
guys
such thing
not
as
get
too
how
much
the saying
rum.
works?
He literally takes rum out of his pocket, swings back one. He's like,
There's never such thing as too much rum, boy.
and he smashes them out on the ground. And Tordak's like,
Uh,
not your kid, sir. Please, please refrain from.
Tordak,
drinking
could you
this
please
way."
translate for this man, please? I'm fully willing to
Okay,
help him,
first
but I
off,
don't know
not
what
all
he
half
tried to
orcs
say to
understand each other.
me.
He looks over and he's like, not all half orcs understand each other. That's a dangerous stereotype that you're falling into, and quite frankly, you need to work on that. Okay?
I
different-
did not mean that. I just
Different
meant
dialect?
that
No, I understood.
maybe
You
you're
may
the
not have
one
intentionally
person.
meant it.
Do you guys
I just
want
meant
me
it
to
to
explain
come
the
across.
canary in the coal mine thing?
Yes, please. Oh my God.
Okay,
No.
so how the
We
canary...
all understand.
Okay,
We all understand perfectly how canary and coal mines work. It's just like how it is not being applied at all here in the way it typically is.
All right.
I just
Now,
think he
despite-
wants you guys to go first, and if you die, he knows not to go any closer.
Oh, so you want us to be hamsters?
Wait, you guys really did? Okay.
Sorry, does the
Oh,
Lelouch-
that
he
makes
looks to Mark
that
and say
makes sense. Thank you, Lelouch. Yeah, we'd be happy to do that for you.
I think it's
Lucius
his
walks
fault
out
for
and like,
pulling up the
"Hey."
canary in the coal mine metaphor in the middle of the sea, where apparently there are many coal mines.
There's a plenty many coal mines. Have you never gone coal mining in the sea? Sometimes you find diamonds, sometimes you find coal. Most of the time you find coal at the coal mine. Occasionally you find diamonds, which are super compressed coal. Sometimes
Can
you
I
find
see if
stone.
I can
find
steal
rocks.
rum off this man?
Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check against his passive perception.
Okay.
Jesus.
That's a 19.
He looks down at you taking his rum. And he's like,
Do you know what? A wee man should have a wee drop of rum.
and he passes the ball to you.
Go on, laddie, have a swig.
I down the entire bottle.
Roll me
I
a
down the entire
Constitution.
bottle.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Not 20.
You are not drunk. You like the rum.
He
burns
take-
your throat with
He
your
takes this like a fucking champ. I mean, God.
He's like, what is this, water?
He makes
Another one.
Dionysus look like an absolute pussy.
Do you want to press your luck, wee boy? You want to try another one?
Go for it.
And he chucks you another one.
Now this is the
Wait.
craziest rum I've seen.
Is this leading towards a drinking competition? Because if it is, I'm here for it.
If it is, I'm also willing to participate.
That hurts the rest of you.
How about the rest of you? A wee game to test the skill of the drink. How much of the devil's water can you put in you before you pass out?
I've always been pretty confident in my stomach. I think I would like to put it.
I would love to participate, but I may or may not need to pray to Dionysus first.
I feel like that's
No
technically
cheating. No
He's got
cheating.
it wine, but you know what? I'll let you do it. And he says, Tordak, I think I'll be taking these boys to my ship now. I said her.
Tordak's like, that is most certainly fine. And he looks over to Connor Murray. He's like, you still have the sending stone. I will message you as soon as I get to Arcadiant and as soon as we're done in Kirkmore as well.
Wait, hold on. Am I
Great,
getting left
thank you very
behind?
much.
Wait, am I just getting ditched right now?
No,
he
we
offered you-
we
he
all
offered you a
assumed that
job.
he'd come with us.
Are you
No,
going to join
I-
the drinking competition?
No, I mean my character is just like in his room writing letters to his family right now.
I thought you came out and explained what the canary in the coal mine thing was. So,
No, I was just saying that like out of games, you guys could figure it out.
oh, well, we're gonna rewrite that as you shouting it out of the window because I feel like someone needs to explain it, and that's the best way of doing it. And he's like,
Yeah, that works.
yeah, and 1 second. Torak just walks to your room and is like, the rest of your party, your friends, they're heading off to another ship. I assume you probably want to go with them, but you're more than welcome to stay here. Honestly, I'm not sure how that would work.
It's fine. Someone has to stop those guys from getting themselves killed.
That's fair enough.
Says the guy. I'm sorry. Says the guy who's already died this session.
He takes
I
another
was
sending-
knocked unconscious.
Yeah, same
And
difference.
guess who had to save his ass?
You didn't have to. They literally had medics on standby.
He has
You
powers
guys are
to
just
do
completely
anything.
ignoring the
Lelouch,
character
I have
relevance of
quotas
that
to
duel.
fill. I have quotas to fill, and I need to fill them, and you were very helpful in that, honestly.
These are self-imposed quotas. If I was giving him godly quotas, it would be getting drunk every day. But that's not the point. Anyway, so yes, he's like, he hands you a sending stone. He's like, well, feel free to keep in touch. It's been a while since I had a good fight. Quite honest. You're all right. The company you keep may be strange, short, mildly racist at points. Dragon man. But I guess you're all right. So he hands you the sending stone. Do you accept the sending stone, or do you
I accept the sending stone.
Okay, so basically, you could just use that to contact him like once every, if you wanted to. I'll be keeping in touch with you as well as your wizard. Well, wizard cleric? I'm not really sure how that would work. In a magical standpoint, being gifted magic by the gods, but
It works like this. Hello, Mr. Dionysus. It's good to see you. Can you give me magic? Oh yes, I can give you magic. But what would it cost? You just gotta do some stuff. Alright. Thank you very much.
wizard school. I'm assuming that's just it. Yeah. But he hands you sending stone, sends you away. And he's like, oh wait, before you go, he unsheaths the sword you knocked from his hand earlier, like a while back. He's like, you know what? This is a nice sword, but I think you earned it. Not out of pity, by the way. Out of just genuine respect for someone finally sword out of my hasn't happened in 10 years.
Well, now I kind of have to take the sword. So I take the sword.
It is a giant slayer sword. It's pretty cool.
Well, wouldn't it be very convenient if we magically had a giant approach us in the next episode?
Well, there's also a
is a-
dragon slayer sword, but I think he wouldn't want the dragon slayer sword because Butler's a dragon. So I thought maybe I'll give him the giant slayer sword. But are you taking it and then putting it where your short sword is, or are you gonna put it in like another holster on below your short sword?
I mean, if it's a great sword, it's pretty much useless to a guy who fights with finesse weapons.
It's a short sword. It's a giant slayer short sword.
Ah, well, I guess I could try imitating Roronoa Zoro.
Oh my god, the weebiest sentence. But I understand the reference.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Please, let's keep the anime references lower than perhaps we think they should be.
I'm gonna have to figure out how 3-weapon fighting works now, but certainly if you want to give it a try.
If you guys don't want the anime references, I'll have to rename my character.
You have to rename everything about your character. Just rewrites his entire character. Hi, I'm no longer Luch. My name is Todd Johnson. Regular guy. Not at all anime inspired.
The mystical Todd 4.
Todd. The final Todd.
The top 4 with no rights.
I mean, my character is
the problem with making character names up. You eventually default to just calling everyone Todd.
like I feel like carrying 3 swords is reasonable for my over paranoid character who carries 20 knives.
He says, "Till our paths cross again," and puts his hand like straight to his chest, like smacks off the chest, and then offers you a handshake.
I shake his hand, and I say, "Au revoir, frère le paix."
I don't know what that means, but thank you. And as you head to the ship with the rest of the boys, You see a small drinking competition is already started. I want everyone who's part of the drinking competition, so I'm assuming that's just every other player character, to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Can I get advantage?
Do you want to pray? Actually, quickly, just pray to Dionysus for me, would you?
Hey, Dionysus, I'm about to engage in a drinking game. I would appreciate it greatly if you let me not come last in this. Thanks very much. Peace.
Give me a quick religion to check to see how good that prayer was. Just how receptive.
Religion?
Yeah, you can use your port.
All right. I got 17.
17. Oh, okay. You hear nothing currently, but you think you are 90% certain. So everyone quickly roll me a Constitution saving throw, and I will roll one for each of the crew.
Josh, is that just a straight roll, or is that including modifiers?
A saving throw is your Constitution modifier and a D20, and if you're proficient, it's a plus your proficiency bonus. But none of you are.
Okay.
I got an 18.
I got a 9.
I got 15.
Wow.
G,
Okay.
you're also not drunk. What'd you get, Rory?
I got a 9.
Rory, you're drunk.
I'm sorry. One drink. Really? Really?
In my defense,
Okay.
the AC was 15.
Rory's
and
a
you're the only one who
lightweight.
didn't beat it.
No. Okay, I'm rolling a persuasion to try and persuade them that I'm not drunk.
All right, roll me to persuade that you're not drunk.
So basically, I'm sort of like, come on, guys. No, it's only one drink. I sort of gesture myself like a 7.5 foot tall dragonborn. Do I look like I'm a lightweight?
Yes.
Yes. Clearly.
Lightweight.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. Just quickly.
All of us are just Rory.
Just Rory.
Constitution saving throw. I've already rolled one. I rolled a 9.
Yeah, roll me
Or am I rolling
another one,
another?
just for a different thing.
13.
13. You do not vomit. You sort of stifle back a vomit, like, ugh, and just like, oh, nasty bits.
Okay, I'm gonna try and persuade them that I'm not drunk. So I've got
Okay,
a
go ahead.
plus 5
Once
on
you
that.
do that, 3 of the crew pass out immediately after drinking the rum, and Captain Flamecage, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. In fact, he decides to go into a rage as he's a barbarian, and he just lights his beard, hat, and just everything around him lights on fire.
Oh, let's go, boys. I'll be dining in hell tonight.
Alright, so I got a 14 on the persuasion check.
14. Just quickly, what's everyone's wisdom scores? Just so I can bounce
my wisdom is +2, 14.
Oh wait, Jiwoo, you're unsure. You think you're like 90% certain he isn't. Yours is a -1, isn't it? So you think he's sober. And Ethan, your wisdom is great because you're a monk. I know it's 16, isn't it? Yeah, you are like
17.
17. Oh, 17. You're pretty sure he's drunk. So now everyone roll me another Constitution saving throw. We're doing shots.
I'm so confident about my Dionysus assisted shot taking skills that I'm going to activate my mage hand, and I'm going to take down 2 shots.
Oh, okay, just roll me a flat Constitution saving throw for just these.
Shit.
What?
My character is just going to make a very loud, audible sigh.
I roll a 3.
I got a 4.
1 second.
I got a 17.
The fact that you rolled pretty high for calling your god. Add yourself to that. Just a extra little 5 to your roll. What'd you get? 7 plus 5, Jiwoo?
Oh no, I just got 3.
Oh, you don't get drunk by it, but you have a sneaking suspicion that that's not entirely because you have an exceptional ability to not get drunk, and more because
I feel like the drunken mechanics are sort of like.
Honestly,
there's
this
a
is the
slight
best
thought.
use you could do with my powers, darling. Cleric of mine got actually drinking rum. Honestly, we're splitting hairs. You're serving me right. So here's 1. Get 1.
But yeah, I'm sort of thinking the drunk mechanics might be slightly unrealistic, and then again, I am
Um,
saying this in because I mean, is it you are drunk or you are not drunk? There is no in between. It's like on or
Rory,
off.
Rory, what
Fine,
experience
Rory, you're at the very least
17-year-olds
drunk.
are supposed to have?
Rory, fine, you're
Okay.
buzzed, not drunk. Okay, is that better?
No. To be fair, I'm committing to the whole drunk thing. I'm pulling this
Okay.
off, even though I got a 4 on the last one. So
No,
at this point, I'm basically.
No, is that? So I'm assuming
Did you hear
everyone's
what I
just
got,
on,
Josh?
What'd you get, Ethan?
I got a 17.
Nice. You realize the lower you roll,
Oh
the more
my
likely you're gonna get
God.
drunk, right? Jiwoo, you got 8. So Ethan's not drunk. The captain isn't drunk, and Rory is drunk, and UM, are you
I
gonna
am very
roll
drunk
well,
at this point.
Oh, I'm not
UM,
taking
you
part in
rolling?
this.
Okay, you're just watching. Sometimes I just
Yeah.
the cleric and the bard. He's like, and they're like, honestly, I'm sorry that you have to be part of it. The captain loves his drinking games. I mean, I loved mine too, but I like drinking alone. Sadly, and crying a lot. But I'm very sorry. I'm an open person. I share a lot. My wife and it's honestly a very sad life for me. I lost my best friend to dinosaur robbery. I mean, I didn't. He didn't die. I was in jail for.
I sort of screamed from across the table. Shut up, mate. We really do not care about the backstory right now. Get a drink. Get drinking.
I mean, I cry when I drink. That's why I do it alone. Fine. And he rolls his.
Okay.
He
More
rolls his,
drinks! Woo!
he gets a. Oh god no. He gets a 12, and he drinks. He's like, this was lovely. We're all going to die. It's inevitable. The passage of time slowly walks towards
So,
the early grave, like my wife.
Can I cast
is
sleep
everyone
on him?
going?
Go ahead,
Josh, I want to cast sleep on this sad man.
Everything leads to the. You know, I won't even make you roll for it. I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say it works, and everything leads to another.
Alright,
Oh,
that
God,
problem's
okay.
dealt with. Drinks! Woo!
And the bard's like,
Is it?
you know, I never thought of that. You know, I never thought. It seems like quite the effective solution.
I swear you
And,
changed your bar. You've changed your voice to the bard every single time you've done him.
Accidentally, yes, completely accidentally.
So
He
it's
has
like
just a weird
nobody else concerned about the fact the boat is partially on fire.
No, just the guy. He's like completely immunized the boat to fire. He's just on fire. Yeah, rum, drinking. My
It
friend
just
here,
happens
Being
sometimes.
being
my
pirate
magic.
things.
I goes like,
Oh, that's some nice magic you got there. I once met a man that never believed magic. It's a foolish proposition to believe that no magic exists. You see, magic definitely exists, as do gods and other heroes. A man that doesn't believe magic exists doesn't. The world could be full of one.
Okay, so at
So
this
a lot
point, yes,
better if Louis was
basically.
here.
Oh yeah, the. At this point,
A direct jab
I
at his
am.
beliefs.
Are we gonna keep up with this guy?
yeah, we're gonna do one more, and then the competition's over. Okay, I'll give that.
No, okay, so I have bowed out. At this point, I have gracefully accepted. Well, not
And
so
just sort of
gracefully because I
slumped
fallen
on
out
the-
from my chair, but yeah. Okay, so I'm now sort of sitting on the deck. Well, I say sitting, I mean lying, rolling around, playing a terrible rendition of House of the Rising Sun on my lyre.
Thank you. They didn't even have. I
Actually,
didn't even have
okay.
to suggest it.
Am I doing a performance check? Oh, come on.
Don't even because you. Don't. Well, yeah, with disadvantage because you're drunk.
I'm not getting low enough.
What is it?
Okay, I got that one. There we are.
Perfect. And as you roll, you just hear like, there is a high school in New Orleans. And you're playing the chords all out of tune. It's like, and like one of the times you actually hit your cat with a guitar, and it's like, and it's like one of the,
Yeah.
and it's the only thing that sounds remotely like song because you hit the cat in such a way that's like, it's the weirdest noise because your cat is just
Okay.
beyond.
What is the reception from the rest of the crew, though? How are they feeling?
Ori.
Honestly,
The reception of the rest of
someone
the
was drunk
reception
enough to
from
be like, yeah.
Conor Murray is nothing except Ditto, his owlbear, is fully into it. and is currently
Thing is, Are they all too,
tap dancing
are they all too
on
hammered?
Carrie's
Are they all
head.
too hammered to realize how bad it is?
Some of them think it's
No.
good. Other ones are like, I heard this song about 14. To be honest, you can't ruin it. Yeah, to be honest, this song's a really good one. There were some guys singing it, and it was really nice, and now they ruined it. And like, and one of the
The
skeletons
song's a
is
really
literally,
nice song.
one of
Too
the
bad
skeletons
it's
is, like,
being.
trying to rip his ears off. One of the skeletons is trying to rip their ears off, despite the fact he doesn't have any. Just because he doesn't like this, he's like, no, you're ruining this. And like one of the
Rory.
skeletons saw him off, and he's just beating himself around the head with it. He's like, nope, none of this. And another couple skeletons are like actively trying to stop other skeletons from murdering you for murdering music. But as you do that, we're gonna roll the last Constitution save in this drinking game and see what goes on.
Rory, can I have bardic inspiration just so I can beat the captain?
Well, I feel like I feel like if I gave you bardic inspiration, it would actually be a negative value because I'm so drunk.
I feel like that should be how it works, but I'm gonna let your awful song inspire him.
Okay, so what's the roll for it then?
Whenever he rolls, he can add a d6. That's it, basically.
Okay.
Okay, so Ethan, you can roll an d6. So can Jiwoo.
Okay.
Today.
I guess
The
I'll.
captain. Gonna roll for his Constitution saving throw. And the DC for this one's really high, by the way, guys. So you might he's failed it. He's like, "Rawr!"
Fine.
He just
Josh, I use my
collapses
important roll, natural 20.
You chug that down.
No. He's
I chugged that
beat
thing
you.
like a god.
And
I beat
literally,
you,
as
Woo.
you chug it down, Dionysus appears in the material world, and he's like, "Yes, finally, someone who does my
Yeah.
job justice." And he
Yeah,
just
like
gives you a big hug.
like a ghostly image appears of him, and he's like, lads.
Lads. You've done me
Chug,
proud.
chug, chug, chug.
Exactly. Ethan, what did you roll?
25.
25.
I rolled a 6 on my bardic inspiration as well, so
I rolled a 6 on bardic inspiration and rolled a 19 on the d20. I got really lucky on this last one.
Ethan, it burns your throat like this is like strong whiskey, and you chug it down, but you stay fully conscious, a bit wobbly, but fully conscious, as the captain passes out, and the gnome bard's like, right.
wait, is the captain still on fire as he
He's
passes
no
out?
longer on fire. Yeah, no, he's not. He's not alone. He's no longer on. The captain's like, right, Captain, stop being on fire. He's fallen unconscious. Well, I guess we're gonna have to head to our destination. In which we go to the Goblin Isles, and then we head round to the pirate's cage or for treasure. Was it pirate? Was it Goblin Island or treasure first? Just double checking with you here.
Treasure,
I'm pretty sure it was treasure the first, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was treasure first, but also, I feel like fighting a war should be a priority over
Nah,
some treasure
mate.
that's gonna just stay
Treasure
there.
point war. Treasure. Treasure. Treasure.
Tell me, does any of these treasure come from another dimension?
Treasure.
What do you say again? Sorry.
Treasure.
Does any of these
Treasure.
treasure come from another dimension?
Treasure. Treasure.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really quite know. You see, I'm certain it could possibly be. There are a few theories thrown around the crew. One of them thinks it's to do with ancient myths and legends pertaining about devils, songs, and other such things. Another one says it might be from another plane of existence, such as Acheron, the Nine Hells, Bator. I myself think it might have just been old pirates that dug treasure up, left it in a hole, and was like, "Yo, we're just gonna go, come back and get this later," and then they haven't because they've forgotten because they got drunk and didn't write a map. And when they did write the map, they threw it away. I'm like, "Oh no, me map," you know? Could be possible.
Oh my god. I like this character is my favorite of the entire playthrough. I'm
His
sorry.
name is Scribbly Fibbler. He's a Schwerfneblin gnome.
Scribbly Fibbler. Oh,
Scribbly Fibbler.
okay. Oh, what a guy. What a just a
Roll it, Rory.
Sure,
Rory,
Frank,
you know what you should do? Roll to seduce
I'm not-
Rory.
I'm not gonna roll to seduced. I'm sorry. No, I respect him too much.
He's
for
already
that.
rolled to seduce everyone, and he's won. So I guess we'll just be heading off to the treasure, and I guess that's where we'll be coming back next time after the fun session of everyone getting drunk. Honestly, this
So
game was
is it-
supposed to be super heroic at the start.
Wait, Josh. From now on,
Like,
he is our narrator. Scribbly Fibbler is our narrator.
Wait, can we employ him into our party?
You can indeed if you wanted to.
We can try.
Persuasion check, Josh?
No.
will be next week.
The session is ended. We'll do it next time.
That's the next week.
No!
I know, even I'm hurt by this. I didn't think you guys enjoyed. Scribbly Fibbler wasn't supposed to be the breakout star. It was supposed to be Tordak, but no, it's Scribbly Fibbler's taking everyone's.
Tordak can go fuck himself.
Okay.
Charming.
Charming.
I'm pretty sure my like IQ went down by about 40 points just listening to this, but okay. Like
Yeah.
just being in this session
my own
physically hurt my head, but
my own reputation as a DM has just disappeared as I've decided to make characters named Scribbly Fibbler and Pirate Cruise. But
and four Todds.
no, only 3 Todds. This is
We
this is
haven't
what
got
happens.
The fourth
Yeah.
Todd is a
We
man
won
of
the
mystery.
competition.
But anyway, that's it for this week. Like, share, subscribe. If you want more, especially if you want more Scribbly Fibbler, like the rest of the party does. Everyone does. He's the best character.
Everybody wants
We're
more
renaming
Scribbly
the show
Fibbler.
Tales of Scribbly Fibbler. So yeah,
The Scribbly Fibbler show.
exactly. So if you are interested in seeing more of this, like, share, subscribe. Hopefully we'll put up, episodes 3 and 4. We can't. But we'll definitely put episodes 5
Yeah,
and
we
6
can't.
up.
We will never
They don't
put up
exist anymore.
episode 3 and 4. We'll leave
I
that to, like,
wonder
the final
why.
Wonder why. It's not my
Name
fault.
Louis in his social life.
Yeah. But for real, keep watching. Like, share, subscribe. Come back next week, hopefully. There might be an episode. But knowing our track record, it's probably not going to be anything. And we're going to come back at level 47 characters that have killed God and become
Okay, so
new gods of the realm.
Tune in like 6 months and you might get like episode 43.
Tune in to Rick and Morty in like a year and a half. Yeah, but no, for real, definitely show up next week and watch some more idiots play D&D with pirates. This is my life now.
We all hate it as much as you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Adios,
All right.
guys.
Hey,
See you later. Goodbye and peace.